Right, and welcome back to Biomutant. So, I found the photo mode button, by the way. We've not got long to go here, and in fact, let's call
Good
Darkside
ridey
over.
beast, no hurty.
Oh,
There it is, the tree of life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future. A representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before.
and the camera panned up to the goat's butt.
The yerp fields, where the echo of your actions resounds clearer than any other place you'll find, except for where that's not true.
Lots of rubby there, which is good. We need rubby. Need some rubber. Lots of rubber. Seems to be the one resource I've very little of. Mind you, I think in general I'm not getting many resources. I don't know why. I'm hitting these totems and I'm doing the side quests. And I've scrapped a fair bit of stuff. I'm just not getting much in the way of materials for whatever reason. Maybe I'm missing a trick. I think that once we've maybe done this mission and done another outpost or two, it'll be time for another crafting session. I do like how the little flowers come out from those shrines. It's a nice touch. Again, as much as the combat is janky and there's bugs and issues with the game, you've got
We're
to
all
admit
heroes of our own stories, or so we hope.
that it does have a lot of unique ideas so far. There's an upgrade bench there, isn't there? And some ruins to check out, maybe. But yeah, it is. There's genuinely
Looks like some solid wood scrap there.
there's a lot going on in this game that's really great, and I love the as much as I'm not getting much to be able to craft with when I am crafting, it's got a solid crafting system. Being able to like, put the individual parts of the weapons together, kind of like
Let's see.
it reminds me of Fallout 4, actually, with the crafting
It's a
system.
place well hidden. It's just below the above.
Ah, this is one of those arc ships that were in the first cutscene, isn't it? And it keeps panning to my goat's butt. I don't know why, but it just does. It just keeps the ultimate shot to just return back to after the cutscene. It's just what the crowd wants. What can I say? Right. How are we here then? Ooh. Are these... Oh, what on earth are these? Yeah. Out of date? What have you been doing?
Out of date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds. You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility. He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots.
I mean, everyone at this point is like, oh, we can sense the beating of your heart and your light shining and the kind of character you are, and the world rests upon your shoulders, in your hands. You can save everyone. It's like, I've literally just beaten the first boss, mate. I mean, look, I get it. It's a game. It's an RPG. I'm the hero, but you usually lay this on me when we get to like the third act. You know, when the big bad guy's shown up, ready to destroy us all, and then we, you know, kind of just that's the typical narrative direction these things go in. We're jumping ahead a bit here. I guess. I mean, I know what roots are, obviously. Memories are a blur, I guess.
What do you think his are? He's the one that's called out of date, remember? Out of date says there's a time for everything. And now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone.
You need to think of the past and remember yourself and your
Think
roots.
of the present,
But don't
because
think of the
that's where
past.
you
No,
are.
think of the
It's
present.
time to set your priorities as the one who completes things. If you continue to do good, good will follow you. If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So he's prepared for the worst, something he calls the Ark.
Right, I'm going to be honest. The vacuum cleaner handle on my weapon is really distracting me in this cutscene, because that bottom square bit, it looks almost like there's a selfie stick sticking out of my backpack, and that I'm just recording this. That's what it looks like. It looks like I'm one of those obnoxious types with one of them just going about. So he's prepared for the worst, something he calls the Ark. The worst.
Two sides to everything, but for him it would be devastating if you were forced to use the Ark to escape while the world crumbled. Out of date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees. He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core. The contamination disrupted what we now know as Ki energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate. He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head. It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real. He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground. The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out. The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end. He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm.
When you've completed all quests for a character, you can offer them one of the 4 seats on the Ark. Your allied tribe Sifu and Out of Date already have seats, but think hard about who you want to bring with you before offering someone a seat, as you won't be able to change your mind. Depending on your aura, some characters might decline your invitation.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy. He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Goop in...
That's the guy who gave us swimming
Out of
lessons
Date says that even though he's unsure about
by
your
throwing us in a
intentions,
lake.
he hopes you'll support Goop. He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Goop and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porkypuff needs to be handled. Out of Date says that Goop is worried now that the Southeast World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Goop is working on a goo-gliding vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
A goo gliding vessel. We can fast travel there, pretty much.
Out of Date suggests that you should head southeast as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He wonders what's on your mind.
If you feel that the narrator is talking too often while exploring, you can reduce the frequency of his comments. He talks a bit, but I don't mind. It's Stephen Fry. I think it's actually not a bad way to approach it, rather than having loads and loads of different voice actors. Because we've all seen the effects of that, you know. Things like Fallout and Skyrim, where you get maybe out of the lot 1 or 2 decent voice actors, maybe some famous person who's just kind of phoning it in just as additional work while they're between films, and then you end up with just everyone else being bland pretty much. Whereas I think, yeah, getting one really good voice actor who's actually put some effort into it is probably better than having loads and loads and just wrecking your game's budget on it. Or, you know, and again, mixed results more often than not. Right, let's have a look. Could use a pair of binoculars here, couldn't you? So that's just Biohazard. Where's that looking at? So this is just going to be Biohazard. That all looks quite nice there. Not tons to explore on the way there, but there's plenty. So stuff to explore up to this mountain. Biohazard this way-ish. And God only knows what's up here. And now let's see, can I just literally... Yeah, I don't have to be at a fast travel point, I can just go. Well, let's get on with things. So here's what I'm thinking though, what if I just power level myself up? Will the Jagni tribe keep up with my level? Do they literally keep up to my level, or are they locked to like an area level or something? So if I go back to them, because it does kind of make sense that I would then just destroy them.
Sneaking around every tree. It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place.
Cause yeah, it's helpless soul. Uh-oh. Oh. Really? There we go.
Tapped hard.
And Kung Fu! Gotcha. Right. Get this guy. Come on. Oh, I hear these stupid knockdown kicks. Ooh.
Hold on to that.
Honestly, I'd rather they drop this sort of stuff. If they're not going to drop loads and loads of items, drop me some crafting materials. Honestly, it's... Oh, who's this then?
This one seems to be in good spirits, despite... Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and... asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions. Is grateful you chose that. You can't...
The light shines on!
Ugh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Break it in half.
It's just a break, a short...
A break, as in...
This can be fixed.
I'll be honest. They are... Yeah, they're just really overly eager, them two. So, so much flying down your feet. You know, I probably should just walk down there, I guess, really, hadn't I? Let's see if I can chart a path. Well, there's a climbing thing there.
That's a myriad tribe outpost.
Are they fighting Jagnis?
Chop it up.
Gotcha. Is he just fighting with his bare fists now?
Maxed out on energy.
Pow, 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 pow. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Knock him off the cliff, knock him off the cliff. I didn't even press X. Why? I did it anyway. Two. And smack. I'm sure sometimes as well I'm doing this double hit and then the big finish, and it doesn't let me do the big finish. I'm sure I've hit characters twice with a light attack and it's not let me do the heavy. Again, it's... the melee is temperamental at the best of times, I've found. Here. And
feels like
let's
it's
go.
time for a break.
Yeah, no, we're only 20 minutes in, Stephen. We can go on a little longer. Oh, just travellers. Ah, they've got that bucket helmet on. I wonder if they bought it.
That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there.
Oh god, it's told me to come up to here and then it's just gonna move the quest marker on me. Whatever. Is it here, I suppose? Yeah, it'll probably be here. Right, let's have a look. Ah, there's a P post there. Okay, I don't care if there's loot, I'm not running around the entirety of this.
Let's see.
Right. Let's have a talk to Goop.
Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach you how to swim.
Yes, you threw me into a
Goop
lake.
says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can... Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only...
Yeah, I remember it's Goop.
He
He threw me in a
knows he's
lake.
easy to remember. There's no one out there as cuckoo as him. Goop says our memory keeps things for us and protects them until we are ready to face them again. He understands you've returned to face Lupa-Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life, not the story you're told about it.
Oh no,
He
we're killing
understands
Lupa-Lupin.
why you seek revenge, but he doesn't think you realize how that'll make you feel once you claimed it.
Nothing shines like the dark. Oh, no, wait. Oh, well, you know.
You can't trust the dark.
Can you see how dark sets you free?
It's not too late for you, is it?
Hello?
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which kind do you like?
The easy way or the hard way?
Hit the open surf then. The trouble is you can only rely on yourself, at least until you reach a new shore and make new friends. Can hardly believe the world is going to make it. Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf. Thinks the Myriad made a good match with you. You're both like sunshine on the surf. Never seen any brighter. But hey, back to the goo. Knows yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and tomorrow that'll move you forward. You need to set the past aside. He can't leave the Subnautica station as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit. So you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting with the old wreck box outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to fight the Porky Puff. You're lucky that way. There's still cargo left on the shores from before the apocalypse. His best guess is a power tanker hit a reef and went under.
Okay. Enter the sewage tunnel. Oh, okay, so there, let's roll. Here we go. What have we got in here then? Oh, Water. That's not a good
Get
start.
under that sky while you still can.
We are not under the sky, Stephen. Oh, is this another entrance? And or exit? It is. Okay. Always got to check, you never know. Might be something useful knocking about. Let's have a look what's up here then. Yeah, told you, gotta keep your eyes out. Don't take the first path you see straight away, always look around in the little crevices, nooks and crevices, eh? Let's have a look here. Well, that was easy. Oops. Well, it wasn't too bad. I thought we were going to get fall damage then, but apparently not. Oh, you think this is difficult, do you, game? I'll tell you now. I have been fighting level 14 enemies. This is nothing.
You're lit up!
And smack. Gotcha.
The world is awake.
Did I get them both? Hey. I'm getting alright at this. Yeah. I'm getting alright at this. Okay, let's... The only problem with this is that after them re-equip the other side, at least it's not dual wielding anymore. The dual wield were annoying because you'd have to re-equip both swords afterwards. It was that one, wasn't it? Yes. You found a circuit puzzle box. To select which light is selected, use the left stick. Change the colour by pressing X. Switching the colour of one light will also change the colour of the adjacent light. Use the moves you have to make all turn green. Okay, so this one also affects the middle one. The middle one affects both. And that affects the middle one. There we go then. Yeah, maybe just put another spot into it, intelligence just in case. They are definitely getting a little bit more challenging, these puzzles. My worry is that they'll be fine. What did I get? What did I get? Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much that it just... You tap in square and it just auto grabs it and equips it, whatever it is. Oh. Hello. Oh, this is the objective. Hang on. Okay, there was that. There's also... Yes. Glad I came back. Large energy pack. A meshed head. Like a fencer's helmet, that, isn't it? Decent armor, not great health. It's not bad. It might be sale fodder that. It looks like it's good quality, so yeah, probably sell it. I think that I'm starting to get the hang of what to sell and what to scrap and what to keep. Keep the good stuff, scrap the rubbish stuff. So scrap your crap, keep the sleek, and sell, I guess, what's well, if I'm just trying to make it all rhyme. But yeah, just sell the stuff that's good but not good enough. So it'll be worth more. That did a big number on his health. Ow. 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 I'm trying to do that. Gotcha. And now... Not today, kitty. Ow. Yeah, I parried two of them. I can do the parrying thing when I want to. And I'm paying attention to only one guy because, you know, there's no camera lock. And yeah, it's difficult to parry because it's just you can't see them all on screen at once. They often attack you from the sides when there's multiple. You're just better off just occasionally dodging whenever you think there's going to be an incoming attack. It's probably the best way. I've still not had proper introductions to the other tribes. They exist on that menu and that's all. Ow. Ow. I dodged then and all.
You're injured.
Again, told you, you're getting hit by attacks from the side. And again, it's not letting me do that heavy attack at the end of that combo. Oh, he has a lot of health. Ow. Right, there's the scrap box anyway. And throw it. There we go. Gotcha. You know what I've been neglecting? This. Special on these guys. This can go straight under the legs. You are on fire and irradiated. Suck it, nerd! Come on. Come on. I dodged that. Oh, nonsense. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm getting into the habit of remembering these things a bit more. It's a shame that the parry system doesn't really work very well. Right, very carefully. There you go, and I have not used it on accident. So don't mash it, just tap it up to the point and then press once more. Glue glide. Yep, probably works like the mech. Find a bunch of them, put it together, Go nuts. Yes. Okay. Have I just found 2 parts but take up the same slot after all that? Ooh, 2-handed slash. That's what I'm using. Ooh. Mind you, I've got dual wield. Maybe I should go back to that at some point, you know? Ooh, bit of lore.
Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to spread with the rain and contaminate both the groundwater and open surf. The long-lasting effect this had on the evolution of wildlife was, as we know now, the only reason we came to exist.
I can't help but think that if I were in the, if I were in the paws of our Kung Fu kitty friend here,
You need to line up the switches so they match.
I can't help but think that really you'd have mixed feelings
Just a few
about
moves left. Make
how
them count.
they, how well us humans abused the environment. Because really, when you
Good.
think about
That's
it,
enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
it's your old
It's time
return
for an
door.
adventure, for good or bad.
But yes, and I think we will cut it here, but just before that, yeah, I'd imagine that they'd have mixed feelings, really, because when you think about it, yes, it was something evil and they abuse the environment and they can't possibly comprehend the idea of doing something so, well, let's say toxic, shall we? To go with a pun. But yes, and true as that is, on the other hand, it is a case of like, well, yeah, but it did kind of create you, and without that happening, you wouldn't exist, or anyone else here, and it'd still be humans ruling the earth, and there'd be a pet cat eating kibble. So there is that, I suppose, when you think about it. I think I'll go for a bit more agility. It's been a while since I've put anything into it. Mind you, I was just on about maybe going into intellect for... Because we seem to be doing alright with the puzzles at the moment. We've not gone
You
into movement
move like
speed
the
for a while.
wind.
I've got any upgrade points that I'd like to spend? Maybe on some perks. Loot chances increased. Hey, it's a nice one to just get, isn't it? Biological mounts, movement speed. Add-ons to clothes and equipment are better. Range weapons can fire more shots before needing to reload. I should be looking into these more. Range weapon attack speed. Okay, let's go with that. And what else can we get here? Armor damage from melee attacks is increased. When full health. Weapon base range attacks from enemies have 10% chance to miss you. Key energy is increased. Critical damage is increased. They're all kind of meh. But yeah, things like plating and clip tech and trigger tech would be really cool to get. Or just gunsmith. Yeah, just a lot of these are really just straight up great perks. I think once you've got all the moves down for the things that you want to do, the strategy there is to just invest in really good perks. Are any of these better than what I've got? Oh, we can't equip that yet though. We're a bit close to though. Okay. Plop top straw. Oh no, is that comparing it to... What is that comparing it to on the right? Why have I got that equipped?
Better than a bare head.
How long has that been equipped like that? Good lord. None of these seem much better. That's not bad, but nah, it'll just be worth selling. Okay, what is... Let's say if it's less than 1,000 to start with. Let's scrap. We'll do a scrapping session before we finish. Scrap.
It's make your own scrap day.
We'll scrap. Can scrap. What even is that? Air carrier. It's nothing. Don't know. Scrap it. Scrap it. As funny as it is, it gets scrapped. Goggle the again. As funny as these hats are, they're getting scrapped. I need the parts. Just over 1,000. Scrap. Okay, these ones are worth a lot. We can sell those for some money. I didn't even bother I'm attached to it because it just looks kind of cool, makes me look like a samurai, matches my armor. And same with this. I think I'll probably sell that next time, as cool as it looks. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that gives us a good amount of scrap. Got to get rid of that. Fair. Still not found anything else. Or that. Backpacks. We have another one that is trash in every possible way. It might be worth... Do we sell it or do we scrap it? What would I get? Oh, the scrap's terrible. Sell it. We sell it. Torso. Still not found anything for the torso. Legs. We've found some legs, haven't we? So I've got the workers' gear. Okay, so those are terrible. And they don't even give us anything in terms of scrap. They're awful. That's not bad. Plated. Ooh, that's good. And these are worth selling. But you know, you want to keep some on. And we've got... Looks okay. Right. I think definitely next time we're in town, we'll see if we can build some better guns, maybe. Until then, though, I think I'll draw a mark under that. In fact, I'm just looking at the time. I think that's probably me for today. So I'll be starting the next one of these tomorrow. For me, I'm about to go and have. Well, I'm gonna go to bed right now. I'll see you though in the next one. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing what this does. I'm wanting to know what this. It looks like. I mean, I'm wondering if it's going to be a boat or some kind of. What are those things divers have now, where they hold on to it and it's like a engine thing that just pulls them along. I'm just wondering if it's going to be that sort of thing where. We'll see what it is anyway. We'll see what it is when we get onto it. But I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.